It is 2021 and watching TV has become more common for a lot of people, especially now that people work from home. Is the Apple TV 4K a smart buy in 2021, or is your current TV smart features just enough? Leave your answer in the comment section below. What's going on YouTube? It's Midas here, and in this video I'll be unboxing the brand new Apple TV 4K that was just released as an updated version to the 2020 model. I'll also be setting it up using an iPhone and a Sony 4K HDR TV and giving my first impressions on it and if this is a smart buy in the year 2021. Okay, here we are with the TV box. We're going to take off the first layer, and then first thing we notice is the actual TV box and the brand new Siri remote. So as you can see right there, I've got the TV box in my hand. We're gonna take a good look at it. It's got a nice black finish to it, very simple, you know, blends in with a lot of different designs, a lot of contemporary modern designs. There's a protective layer covering all the different ports on the TV box, as you can see right there, which, to be honest, I see it as a smart thing to do because ports can easily accumulate dust, you know, so having that protected at the start keeps it clean, keeps it fresh and brand new. As you can see, there's only 3 ports right there. There's the power port, there's also the HDMI port, which supports high-speed HDMI as well as an Ethernet cable. And as you can see underneath it, it's pretty simple, nothing crazy. It looks like you can take that little piece off as well. So let's look at what else is in the box. Right here we've got the brand new Siri remote, the all new design that the 4K TV is coming with, or the 4K TV box. So we're gonna take off the lid or the little casing or covering right there, and as you can see right now, it's made out of some pretty nice aluminum. Got a pretty clean and slick look to it. I love the silver finish, to be honest with you guys. This is probably the most noticeable upgrade to the entire Apple TV 4K. If you've used the old Apple TV 4K, you'll be pleased by the brand new Siri remote. Gone is the touch surface. It has now been replaced with a touch-enabled click pad. This should give owners and users a lot more control over their navigation. The new remote uses Bluetooth 5.0, which is a step up from the previous model's Bluetooth 4.0. The newer remote should last longer on a charge than the older one as well, thanks to the lower power consumption. The new remote replaces the menu button with a simple back symbol, which hasn't changed the functionality as far as I can tell. The next thing out the box here is the power adapter. There's not much to say about this. One end goes into the TV box and the other end goes into a power outlet, so that's how you would give it life. It's also got a decent length to it, so let's see what else is in there. Right there we've got some manuals. As you can see, it's all packaged up. There's a few of them, different languages. I'm pretty sure this comes standard with a bunch of different things that you buy these days, different languages for different people. So we're gonna put this to the side and go ahead and see what else is left in the box. Right up next, we've got a lightning cable. We all know what this does. So this one charges the Siri remote or even your iPhone or iPad. As you can see right now, there's nothing left in the box. I'm gonna go through it so you guys can see there's absolutely nothing left in the box. That's everything right there. Okay, it's time to go through the setup process. As you can see right now, there's only 3 ports: a power port, HDMI port, and an Ethernet cable port. The AC power port, which is the first from the left, allows you to power the box. The HDMI input, which supports HDMI 2.1, allows you to watch movies, TV shows, and the likes in 4K HDR at high frame rates, while the Ethernet cable port allows you to hardwire internet connection to the box for a better and more stable internet connection. Okay, so first we're going to connect the AC power adapter to the port, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the same for the HDMI cable. I've got a HDMI 2.1 cable right here. Now we've got them both connected. I won't be using an Ethernet cable. I'm going to be using a Wi-Fi connection, so we're going to leave that port empty for now. Now we want to find a cool spot to place this on the TV stand. Right there, a little bit of cable management, just tuck them in behind somewhere. You want to obviously connect the power adapter to a power outlet, and then go ahead and connect the HDMI cable to your TV as well. Once cable connections are all done, you're going to notice a white indicator light. That indicator light is the only light you're going to see on the box. Apple designs tend to be more minimalistic and simple, so it's easier for a lot of people to use, so I'm not surprised about this kind of design right here. So now as you can see, it looks really good. It's small, it's compact, fits really nicely on the TV stand, and I'm pretty sure if you have any TV stand, you're not gonna have any issues with space. This thing doesn't take any space at all, so don't even count that as a reason why you're not getting something like this, if you're going to get it, that is. Okay, let's quickly run through the software setup process, which should be quite easy and quick. So first off, my TV notices that the TV box has been connected to it, and you're greeted with a hello message, and you have to choose what language you're going to work with. So English is what I choose in that process. So we're gonna go ahead and navigate with the new Siri remote and go through the simple process, you know, choose your country, privacy, and then how you want to set it up. So we're going to be setting this up with an iPhone because I already have one, and Apple gadgets work really well with each other. As you can see, it's already found it, set up new iPhone, and then you get an authentication code which you just have to input into your phone and then go from there. So it sets it up automatically from there, does a bunch of the stuff that you don't want to deal with. So it sets you up for Wi-Fi, sets you up for iCloud security, everything that's already set up on your iPhone, which is pretty slick in my opinion. You can always use your iPhone as a remote as well, as you can see. So just choose it and it works seamlessly with this. So settings from your iPhone, you can go ahead and customize it and make it the way you want it to be. So personalize it. So if you have a TV provider, here's where you know, sign in and go ahead and exploit that option. If you don't, you probably have access to one of these subscription services, or you wouldn't be getting this in the first place. Keep setting it up. So where is this Apple TV? So set up the location where you're going to be putting this. I'm using my phone right now as a remote control, as you can see as well, just to show you guys how it works. So we're going to go ahead and choose one of those options and then see the world screensaver. So an aerial screensaver that allows you to enjoy HD video of beautiful locations from all over the world. So additional downloads can be done automatically. So it seems like a pretty cool thing, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. So app analytics, I'm not going to share that either. Terms and conditions, we're just going to go ahead and hit agree on this one. So we're not going to waste any time around here. As you can see, the first boot up, the interface for the Apple TV 4K. Pretty clean, pretty smooth. Everything works very fast, very well. The new Apple TV 4K is powered by the A12 Bionic chip that provides a significant boost in graphics performance, video decoding, and audio processing. Also, with A12 Bionic, Apple TV 4K now supports high frame rate HDR and Dolby Vision video, which allows fast-moving action at 60 frames per second to play more smoothly and appear more lifelike than ever before. So sports and fast-paced action movies will now look a whole lot smoother than ever before. Apple TV 4K runs tvOS, which is arguably the most powerful TV operating system. When combined with Apple's tvOS, Apple TV 4K works seamlessly with your other Apple devices and services, making it ideal for anyone already in the Apple ecosystem. Apple TV 4K works with your iPhone and its advanced sensors to improve your TV's picture quality through an all-new color balance process. So this is a brand new color calibration system that uses the light sensor in the iPhone to compare the color balance to the industry standard specifications used by cinematographers worldwide. Using this data, it automatically tailors its video output to deliver much more accurate colors and improved contrast, and all this is done without ever having to adjust your television settings. So you don't need any kind of calibration, just use your iPhone and the automatic calibration process. Okay, let's go into the settings menu, the about section, and see some things about this TV box. So the name is a home theater. The model A2169, a 32GB model. Serial number, la-di-da-di-da. The tvOS 14.5. Resolution, as you can see, is 2160p UHD, which is just 4K at 60 Hz, which also gives you 60 frames per second. HDR10. You can also select the type of screensaver you want to use on the TV box from the settings menu. So Arial, like we were talking about from the start, which just uses that HD style. There's also Apple Photos, which are just a bunch of high quality photos that you can just use. There's lots of other ways to customize and personalize your TV box. So appearance right here is going to give you light, dark, or automatic. Dark is for nighttime, light is for daytime if you use the automatic method. Set how long you want it to take before the TV box goes into sleep mode, so you can set that up. Restrictions as well. Say you're a parent and you don't want your kids getting access to certain things, then here's a way to control that. So restrictions for games, certain websites, certain apps, and stuff like that. So another section here is privacy. This one is a big topic now in modern society, so go ahead and go crazy with this one. Decide how you want to deal with it. Legal and regulatory, so you just go ahead and read these things. It's actually advisable to read them, but I know it's quite daunting. Go ahead and read them sometimes if you want to know what you're signing, or at least before you sign them. From this page, you can also manage Siri, so turn it off or on. You can also tweak keyboard and dictation settings here. Language and region, you can always choose right here. You manage your storage. To delete apps, you'd have to go into the manage storage section. So there's other settings like users and accounts right there where you add new users or maintain your own account. In video and audio settings, we can choose the format that we want the TV box to display in. Right now you can see 4K HDR, 60 frames per second is what we're working with. This would usually depend on your kind of display. So if your display supports 4K HDR, then it's going to optimize for that performance, but if it doesn't, then it can't do that. So another cool thing is to check HDMI connection, which helps you to check your connection to see if it's, works perfectly. My connection seems to be working okay. As you can see right there, your HDMI connection looks good. Let's check out the audio settings. So the audio output is coming out the TV speakers, but you can go ahead and choose whichever one you want. Whatever the system has access to, it's going to use. So wireless speakers as well. You can also toggle reduce loud sounds on or off if you want to enjoy movies or music without disturbing others. So it'll reduce disturbing sound effects, crazy sound stuff. Alright, so for AirPlay and HomeKit, this is where we're going to deal with smart devices, or AirPlay from your smartphone or any of your other iOS devices. So use these settings as you see fit. So we've got remotes and devices. This has to do with the new Siri remote. You can decide to choose between click and touch or click only for the click pad. So depend on how you want to use it, just like you would with the touchpad. Touch surface tracking controls the speed at which the touch surface moves, so at which it responds. TV button for choosing what it does. Remote to check the battery, the serial number, and more information about it. Bluetooth, learn remotes, remote app and devices, and a bunch of other settings for remotes and devices which you can tweak. So there's also accessibility options like there is with just about anything these days. So this is good for anyone with disabilities or anyone with issues that involve accessibility. There's apps, so you want to control automatically updating apps or automatically installing apps and stuff like that. Anything that has to do with apps, you go through there. Network obviously controls your Wi-Fi, your internet connection in general, and how strong it is, testing it and setting it up. System has to do with software updates, resetting to factory settings. There's been a lot of raving about the all-new Siri remote even before the release of this Apple TV 4K. With an all-new design, the Siri remote makes it even easier to watch shows and movies on Apple TV with a more intuitive interface for navigation and control. It features a new ClickPad control design that offers 5-way navigation for better accuracy, and to be honest, the accuracy is legit. It is also touch enabled, giving it the feeling of using a phone to navigate, specifically an iPhone, or even gives that nostalgic feeling of having an iPod with the little scroll wheel. The outer ring of the ClickPad supports an intuitive circular gesture that turns it into a jog control, making it extremely ideal for finding a scene in a movie or TV show. The remote also features a very clean aluminum design, as I said earlier, and fits very comfortably in the hands when held. It also has a power button that controls a TV's power and another for mute, making it the only remote you'll be needing while enjoying TV across multiple different devices, so it can control a sound bar as well as a TV. Siri makes it so easy to search for specific shows or movies, control smart home accessories using HomeKit, check sports scores or the weather, and a whole lot more. If you're already familiar with using a voice assistant, then you understand what I mean. The new Siri remote is also compatible with older generation of Apple TV, like the 2020 version of the Apple TV 4K and the Apple TV HD. Okay, let's talk about the price of the two configurations of the Apple 4K TV, as well as if you should buy it in 2021, if it's worth the price. The new 32GB configuration of the Apple TV 4K is selling for $229 Canadian dollars, while the 64GB configuration is going for $249, which is only $20 more for, the extra storage if you care about that stuff. And this is at the time of this video. And to be honest with you guys, just like the last Apple 4K TV, it'll have to take a lot to justify spending that much on a TV box. There are lots of TVs out now with these features built in. Some might argue that it's going to be slow or it's slower when using a smart TV. There are lots of smart TVs nowadays that do better, or at least are just enough for what our viewing needs are. I'm not saying the Apple TV 4K is not a solid device. It is without a doubt, but it doesn't offer you free TV or anything else that you wouldn't have to pay for. If you have a TV without smart features or one of those extremely slow and bogged down TVs, then this could be worth it, assuming you love watching TV shows and movies or have a bunch of subscription services you already pay for. Another valid reason to get this would be if you're already in the Apple ecosystem and own a bunch of Apple devices. Then this would blend in quite nicely. There are so many ways to use this between your iPhone or iPad as well as all of your Apple HomeKit devices. You can also buy the all-new Siri remote to use with your older generation Apple TV 4K or Apple TV HD. So buy it standalone without the Apple 4K TV. It's going for 69 Canadian dollars at the time of this video. This is a significant upgrade from the older remote, so honestly it's worth considering even if you're not going to upgrade your current Apple TV. I don't know if anyone is willing to spend that much on a TV box, especially in 2021. It's a great box, like I said, nothing wrong with it, but the price tag, to be honest, is not worth it in my opinion. Personally, if you're gonna go for it, man. Links to check prices on this will be down in the description below, so go ahead and check that as well. With that, we'll wrap up this video right here. I hope you guys found this one useful. If you did, run the likes up on this one, hit subscribe if you're new to my channel, and hit the gold bell icon right next to the subscribe button to turn on notifications so you're one of the first to be notified when I drop a brand new video. If you want to see another video like this one, make sure to check out the video on the screen right now, and I will catch you guys in my next video. It's Midas, and I'm out, y'all.